And then let's go ahead and share Firefox. It looks like Kayla was able to work on the document yesterday. I had a conversation with Kayla regarding some other things, and she said it would. She was going to kind of work on this.
Yeah, so it just had a quick look before. I think she made some really great suggestions
Okay.
on formulating some of the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like this one right here, it's replacing. Looks like Nicholas is going to join. Yeah, so it looks like she changed "we" to the CycloneDX Cryptography Working Group. That looks great, Ariana. I know, I did buy it. I bought that in Ireland when I was there. Okay, it looks good on you.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hey, Nicholas.
Hi,
It
Basil. Hi,
still
Steve.
fits. How you doing today? So
I'm
you
good.
have to be getting ready for school, Ariana.
Sweet.
All right, go eat your breakfast, okay? Okay. How you been, Nicholas?
I'm good. Yes, I just jumped off the train and just opened my laptop, so that's why I was a little bit late and maybe a little bit not on the topic, but yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so instead of starting off the blog with "we," it looks like she's starting off with the CycloneDX Core Working Group. I think that's a decent change. Okay. Are you okay with this proposed change?
Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
to me.
Yeah, she hasn't actually done it. Looks like she just commented on it. She hasn't actually made the suggestion, so I'll go ahead and make those changes. Or
Okay.
actually, we can just do it right here, I guess. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a lot of text.
Yeah, I read her suggestion there. It starts, I think, in the second paragraph. And yeah, it sounds good to me what she suggests there.
Okay. I'll have to go through here and actually read it instead of doing the changes online here. Okay, so you've read this. You agree with that? What she's
Yeah.
recommending? It looks like the quote starts here and ends all the way down here. Is that right? That she's
Right.
covered these two paragraphs. Okay. You've read through that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's basically replacing these two paragraphs. Is that what? She's just using different words. It looks like.
Yeah, but I like how she phrases it, so better, I guess.
Okay. Was this the link that was supposed to be included? This is the
Yes, I guess.
OMB
No,
memo.
the memorandum is the other one. I replied to that one below.
Oh, okay. The NS.
National Security Memorandum. I think it's then there was first a memorandum, and then after that there was this OMB document, but the text mentions May 22, so that's the document.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. I need to modify this text without, but while preserving those links, because if I replace it now, this comment will be gone. So let me do that offline, actually. Let's move down. Um, well, it's no longer an extension.
Yeah.
We can just call it a capability. Okay. Okay. Are you okay with what you suggested here?
Yes, from
Yeah,
my
is that
side.
okay?
Yeah. Right down. I don't know if it's it says combined with components of an application. It's not only applications, right?
This allows this
This
capability. It's not a
capability allows cryptographic assets to be described and combined with components of an application. We say something like SBOM components instead of
I think we
components.
can just say combined with other components. Because again, we talked about maybe a hardware bill of material use case last time, right? With cryptographic assets as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, so just other components. Yeah, sounds good to me.
okay.
Is the last sentence is now a duplicate?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Okay. Good call. Oops. What happened there? Okay. Hmm. I don't know if I would, let's see.
I mean, I like what she wrote. Just maybe it takes out the we a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's fine for me. I mean,
Yeah, it's a bit more to the point, I think.
Okay.
Not sure if the last paragraph, if we want to put it already there or just at the very end of the article.
What's that?
This paragraph there.
Which one? This one?
No, the anyone who would like to contribute feedback and so on.
Right.
Should already put it there, but it's more I think at the very end we also mentioned again that the working group is yeah, things about the working group, so that I think we could move that down.
Okay. Like toward the end of the article?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's again a duplicate because I think Kayla had another suggestion there for the last part there.
Hmm. Okay. What's your thoughts on this suggestion?
Mm.
Not sure about this one actually.
I mean, the second part from the first paragraph is maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what exactly is meant there.
Yeah, I actually prefer your version up here. But I really like this block of text there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
Could replace this. Do you have even better ideas?
Exactly. Okay. There are endless opportunities for the build upon C-bomb in new and innovative way, and work technology. Who would like to contribute? Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, anyone is welcome. Yeah.
I think that okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Did I just wait? Hold on a second. Okay, no, that's fine. You did that. Okay. Wait, that actually took her change, didn't it? Everything. Hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened here? How do I go to? Your version didn't mention PDFs, did it? Or did it? Maybe it did. Is this the original text that was there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this was the.
Is that it? Okay. All right. All right.
I'm not sure about the PDFs actually. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
remember.
what I was looking for. Let's see.
It was the original one, yeah.
This is the original one? Okay. All right, good, good, good. I thought I messed something up. Okay. I will I'll do this with the with her suggestion and put the links in there. Otherwise, it looks good to go.
Yep.
Okay. When would we like to publish this? There's no mention of IBM in this, so I'm not sure.
I think we got already the clearance party, didn't we? Or
Yeah,
so
we got the approval, so maybe just, I mean, if we have to, maybe just go over it once again, right? Offline
Okay.
or then I think from our side it's ready to go then.
Yeah.
and then you
If you
mentioned,
could,
Steve, that you sorry, yeah.
yeah, I was just
You're
gonna
just
say if you could send headshots of you both, that would be great.
Yep.
over Slack or email, or what is your favorite
Slack
option?
is fine. Slack is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the middle part there were no edits, right? So that should be fine.
This part, yeah, there was a suggestion made here, which was
No, I
this
mean
block right here.
I mean the paragraph below there, how CBOM helps to give peace of mind.
Oh,
About the use cases, so they seem fine, right?
yeah, this was all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't go into the technical weeds. She just, I guess, looks like she replaced a lot of we's and tried to make, I guess, more marketing-esque, impactful statements.
Mm.
So, okay.
So we'll maybe just go offline over this paragraph
Yeah,
again, because there are some,
exactly.
I have some references there, OMB, M23, so I think a link to that will
Yep.
also be good to have, or EO, executive orders, or just make sure that these things have a link.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And then what I'll do is once we get this text finalized in the next day or so, I'll excuse me, get this ready for publishing to the OWASP website, and excuse me, I'll take a screenshot of what that'll actually look like and send that over to you, just to kind of get your final approval, because it's you guys that'll be on the byline, not me. So, so I'll get your final approval on that. But yeah, awesome work on this. Thank you. This is probably going to make a lot of. I would imagine that this is probably going to make a lot of positive things on LinkedIn and Twitter and all that sort of thing. So lots of people will be looking at this, and hopefully more will contribute, which is kind of the idea.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Oh, that's great. Thank you for going over it with us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. As well.
Looks like I'm gonna butcher this name. Faisal? Welcome.
Hey, hi. Good morning. This is Faisal. Yeah, I'm just kind of listening and get to understand the working group. And yeah, I also hope in the future I'll be contributing to similar efforts more. Yeah,
Welcome. Glad you're here.
thank you.
What company are you from?
I'm actually from Benify. I'm a group manager there. And but personally, I have a passion for such things. I've contributed in the past for several white papers on CNCF. And yeah, doing such writing is something that I like. I have a PhD degree as well. So yeah, it's something that interests me. So hopefully in the future I'll be contributing.
All right, very good. Glad you're here. Let's see. Last time we went through the actual specification and
maybe Steve,
yeah.
before we jump in the technical details again, because I mentioned MITRE, this working group last time, there's some news. They published now a blog post. I put it in the chat. They announced the coalition around PQC with some companies, IBM Quantum in there, Microsoft, no, not ScanOS. How was it called? I forgot the name. But like that's what I meant. These are the companies that are now in regular talks, and where we will maybe move one or two of those people there to this group. Hopefully, I mean, we started just now, and also mentioned CBOM and stuff, and also MITRE was mentioning CBOM. So yeah.
Okay, this is all very timely then, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is great. No, thanks for the update. This is okay. All these different communities kind of working on similar things, all kind of coming together. This will be good. Okay, very good. Do we have? I'll read this later. Did we want to? Is there a reason to link out to this or in this article or no? Is it too early?
It's a good question. I mean, we can do definitely, because we mentioned quantum safe as one use case, and maybe to underline that we can link to this or mention this. But yeah, in general, I guess we target not only quantum safe as a use case or quantum migration a little bit broader.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of our use cases, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they mention CBOM or something in the article?
I don't think so. I didn't see it. I was scanning it.
Yeah. In crypto agility.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think so, but yeah, internally they mention it. Yes, but it's like there are four work streams. One is on inventory that already like there CBOM was already mentioned. But there's also like the standardization of those quantum safe algorithms. I guess that's one other work stream. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There are four. I forgot the other two.
Okay. All right. Well, that would be great if we can get somebody, a couple people from this effort, the MITRE effort, to be involved with the CBOM standardization. That would be ideal, actually.
Yep, sounds great.
All right. Awesome.
Just another, yeah, just quickly, Bate, I guess also John Botelli will reach out to you because the MITRE guys asked for an introduction to CBOM. You want to understand that more, and hopefully then you also will be joining this group over the track. Yes.
Okay,
Just that
that's
you're
great.
aware. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Move forward.
Forward to my CBOM branch. We see schema.
So Nicholas, you were in the MITRE discussion so far as well, right?
Yeah, Mike just pulled me at one point in one call, and after that I was part of the meetings, and yeah, that's how it involved.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I also talk to you about that. Ask you some questions.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just have, can't remember where we left off here. You recall?
I think we ended the discussion with the secure buy, or how we want to reference.
Yes. Right. That
What
was
between-
the
dependency types.
Yeah,
right.
between data and how it is encrypted, and what words we will choose to describe that. Yeah.
Yep.
Right there, I think the suggestion.
Yeah, we were talking about secured by, right?
Protected by.
Or protected by, yeah. Yeah.
With the aim, I think, to be able to also describe data. Example,
Yeah.
data crypto material, which is protected or secured by some crypto assets.
Right.
Which is also one of the, in the document about the crypto inventory, related to this national security memorandum, that also was one point, right, about describing the data. So that was the context.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that now. Let's see, I'm on the wrong branch. Let's see, I need 1.6 CBOM. I'm going to pull up my IntelliJ IDEA real quick. Just give me a minute. Let's see. Okay. So dependency type, these were the two types, and we talked about protected by, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because we talked about the direction of the relationships, right? Implements, like here's the one thing that does something to another thing.
Yeah, we had like if you look from an application component, for example, it's usually like it uses crypto assets, or a library implements crypto assets, while for data it's more the other way around. It's or not the other way around, but it's like yeah, the data doesn't use something, but it's protected by crypto asset, right?
Right. Yeah, I think one of the examples that we gave last time is, a couple examples, right? Data that's protected by maybe, I don't know, AES 256 or something. Talked about maybe a hardware device protected by a lock. Both of those things would be possible with this, which I think is good. One thing we're going to have to and especially for this column right here, is come up with some really good descriptions that provide very crisp definitions for implements, uses, and protected by.
Just had a little discussion with ChatGPT about possible ways to phrase that.
Okay.
I mean, yes, it also suggested protected by, but it struggles to understand that this relationship is a little bit different between protocols, for example, that uses something. It suggested also safeguarded by, but I mean, I guess it's a little bit far away, more far away than protected.
Yeah, in the context of protocols, will this actually work? If a service is protected by, I don't know, would you actually have TLS 1.3 because that's a protocol, right? Would you actually have TLS 1.3 in here as a cryptographic asset or not?
Yeah, we do have protocols.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
With yeah, for TLS it's one example that we have there.
Okay.
It's protocol is TLS, version is 1.3. Cipher suites are these and those, and these are then referenced to the algorithms.
Yep. Do we have an example of that, by the way?
I think we have it in the examples, actually, something like that.
Oh, do we? That would be fantastic.
I mean, not with services, actually. It's, but I think I added one to a GitHub issue.
Okay.
Just try to find.
So what was the output from ChatGPT? I'm really curious.
I mean, it was not too bad. It was I was asking what's a better phrase for secured by to describe relations between data that is encrypted by algorithms or protocols that uses algorithms, and suggest an alternative phrase to describe relationship between data and that it's encrypted by algorithms or protocols could be protected by. Then I said protocols are not protected. They use algorithms to encrypt data. If they're a more general term for the relationship, then it answered apologies for the confusion, a more general term to describe the relationship between data and algorithms or protocols used to encrypt it could be safeguarded by. This phrase implies that the data is being protected or secured through the use of encryption algorithms or protocols. Then we started another circle of the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it was not too bad. I mean, quite good.
Yeah, added an example to the chat, the link to it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, very good. I will take a look at that. Oh yeah, this is the yeah, okay.
I think I used the services example basically that was in the CycloneDX documentation or on the homepage, and tried and extended that with
Perfect.
crypto assets. So here it's IPsec, it's not TLS, but it's I think the same.
Yep.
Same
Awesome.
dependency type there that I have, just because we don't have secured by yet, is uses.
Uses, yeah.
So you can also say, I think you could also say service uses IPsec. Or maybe it's a question, right? If that's then ambiguous, right? If if it's clear what you should use, if you should say this service uses IPsec or this service is protected by IPsec. I think protected by would be more precise, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you could have a service. You could have a service that uses, AES 128, 120, 256, whatever, and it maybe uses these things for um, data at rest, right? Encrypting data at rest versus the protected by TLS, which would indicate at, something at the protocol level for that service. So I think the service could actually do like both uses and protected by.
Yeah. Yeah, just wondering if, I mean, if you say, okay, the service uses AES, right, for doing some encryption, then not also protected by AES. It also encrypts something, right? Protect
No.
something, right? I mean, it's not the whole service that is protected, but it uses it for a part of the protocol, right? Which is almost always AES.
Right. Let's we've got just under 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can come up with a description of these things. I think it would be, I mean, I know what I think I know what these mean, and you both are the authors. You obviously know what they mean. But for the users of the specification, we need to provide a good description of what these things actually are.
Yeah. I mean, we have some description in the README that I can read out.
Sure. If you just want to paste a link to the README, that would be great.
Yep. So I paste the description and the README as well. So here we say implements refers to crypto assets implemented, or yeah, it's maybe not the best way to describe something. Implements means implemented, but yeah, it refers to implemented or statically available in a component. Examples are the algorithms provided by crypto libraries. A crypto asset implemented by a component does not imply that they are in use.
Okay, but this is a dependency type, so it's not going to be specific to crypto assets. So you'll be able to use implements, uses, and protected by outside of crypto assets. So our description will have to be all inclusive.
So could we just remove the crypto in there? Because the other components.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder then how useful it is, because I mean, when I think about a Java application, dependencies, there's, I don't know, there's not real difference between implements and users on the library level. I mean, for sure, there are some parts of the application or of the jar file that you don't use. For example, you don't call the specific function or the specific class. But I mean, for the SBOM hierarchy or what is referenced there, the jar file is always used if it is part of the SBOM. There's no distinction between implements and users, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I
mean, if an asset contains the implementation of a crypto algorithm or something, then it's implemented, right? If you look at the binary or the source code or whatever, and it's in there, right? It's implemented, I would say.
Yeah, sure. I was just thinking about, other use cases than the crypto use case. When you just look at a normal SBOM, how this would fit in there. And I think then it's not so obvious because,
Yeah, but would it apply to something else than crypto then? What would an example be?
that will be an example. Well, you might have, let's see, you might have one component that, let's see, how would that work? You could have a component that is it's going to work that well though. I was thinking about a use case where, instead of using a library that provides like OAuth 2, right? Maybe you are implementing OAuth 2 in this component. But right now we don't have the capability at the current time to specify different kinds of authentication and authorization protocols. But we might in the future. So you could have a component that uses OIDC, or you could have a component that actually implements OIDC, which is the OpenID Connect.
But wouldn't then not the component itself be like the OIDC component, like because you don't then have a reference from this is OIDC and it implements OIDC, you know what I mean? Then it's already part of the same component. You don't, otherwise you would have a circle like saying, okay, this library implements, and then the same thing,
Unless we, again, I'm thinking about future case where, right now we have crypto properties. What if in the next year or two, we have another one, auth-n, auth-z properties, right? To describe different authentication and authorization schemes.
Okay, in that sense. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about how this is going to be impacted in the future. Because I mean, one thing about specification writing is that, and we kind of learned the hard way, but it's really difficult to make changes to a spec once it's already out there and do it in a backward compatible way. Even things like modifying the description of a field, because people are using it in a certain way. And now if you change the description without actually changing the field name, now it has a different meaning. So we always try to think about how this could potentially be used in the future when we're doing this.
Mm.
But yeah, I could see any of these being
Yeah. So any kind of functionalities or
yeah,
functionalities that can be implemented, right?
right.
I mean, other protocols as well that are not cryptographic protocols. Like if you have a HTTP server or whatever.
Refers to a component that provides a concrete implementation of a right, exactly. Okay. I actually think that's good for implements. Thoughts? And then you've got uses up here
Nope,
too,
it's,
right?
I just have to leave in about two minutes.
Sure.
To get to train. Just to let you know.
Yep. Thanks, Nicholas. Okay. I think that works good as well. And now we just need to differentiate protected by from uses.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
All right. Thanks, Nicholas.
And Nicholas?
Thank you too.
It's probably a good stopping point as well, because we need to come up with this description. And then we'll have to provide a very generic description of this dependency type field as well. So perhaps we can save that for next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, protected. It's important to make this distinctive, right?
I don't think we're going to do that in 5 minutes. All right, Basil. Well, thank you as always. Feel like we made some progress. So I'll make those updates. I'll wait for those headshots, and yeah, we'll get that thing published.
Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.